can this be centrally, regulated from what sort of
Yes.
authority when
Well,
people are
well,
operating and copying these
well,
models on their
well,
own?
I think, first of all, we have to do what the molecular biologists did, and we have to create rigid standards of safety to prevent these things from escaping. But self-policing by the engineers themselves is not enough. We need laws. The same way that we have laws against counterfeit money, and here's just a few suggestions. Every hardware manufacturing company that makes anything that can attach to the internet should have the latest counterfeit detection system that engineers can devise. And it won't be perfect, because there will always be counterfeiters who are trying to raise the ante. But in Europe now, with multicolored currency, they have the euro constellation, which is embedded in those currencies, and high-end color copiers, by law, turn off if you try to copy money. We can have that. We can have that. We can have devices in every device that's attached to the internet, in phones, computers, laptops, pads, you name it. And this will be kept up to date. And the penalties for going around it, the penalties for being caught fooling the system, will be very severe. Look, we're almost at a point now where people aren't going to bother counterfeiting money, because very few people use currency in large amounts. I mean, nobody's going to counterfeit pennies or dollars. They're going to counterfeit 20s or hundreds if they're going to do that. But it's counterfeiting is sort of on its way out, along with cash, along with dollar bills and pound notes and so forth. We want to create the same economic incentive environment for AI. We want to make it so that it's just not worth the risk to try to foil the detection devices. What this means is that we have to reverse the attitudes in large parts of the AI community, where adding the cutesy human touches has become a sort of a fun thing to do, having them say and make little mistakes and be ultra human. No, that's not fun. That's vandalism. That's fooling people, and it should be treated as beneath contempt. People in AI who try to make their voices or their speaking or their writing systems more and more and more human, more indetectable, we have to say, no, you don't have to do that. Let's keep the AIs talking in ways that are easily recognized to be artificial. We get all the information and we don't fool people. We just have to turn that around. This is what it is it's Goodhart's law biting us. Goodhart's law that every time you make a criterion a symptom a criterion, it ceases to be a good symptom. That's the trouble with the Turing test.
Mm.
There are all sorts of cheap ways of fooling the Turing test with cutesy Disneyfication techniques. And we should just start saying, no, don't do that. Now, this is a moving target. There will always, whenever there's laws because some people want to do something that the law prohibits, and they're going to continue to want to do it, and they're going to hunt for loopholes. They're going to hunt for shortcuts. That's just, and it's in biology, it's in evolution. Everywhere you look, Goodhart's law applies. So we should look, and we'll have to maintain the system constantly, upgrading it. It'll be an arms race, just like the biological arms race. But in the same way that we are winning the arms race against counterfeit money, we're going to win the arms race against counterfeit people.